Whenever the reign of heaven emerges, it brings magnificence, energy, abundance, vitality, and productivity. This stands in stark contrast to the counterfeit dominion of the pretender Satan and his kingdom, which only results in decay and bareness. As representatives of the King, we are placed here to revolutionize the world, to ignite change through our existence. Many faiths, including certain branches of Christianity, focus on preparing individuals to depart from this world. However, our primary objective is not departure, but rather to cultivate kingdom landscapes, to plant ourselves firmly, and to plan for a substantial stay. Why would our King assign us a task if our sole purpose was to depart? No, his intention is to revolutionize the world through our impact, or rather, his impact through us, thereby transforming the earth from the desolation that Satan's dominion has created into a flourishing, bountiful garden of vitality and beauty that wholly reflects the standards and environment of heaven. In order to exert our influence, we must be present. Many of us spend significant time praying for the day of our departure, forgetting that this wasn't Jesus' prayer. Jesus never prayed for our departure. Instead, he prayed for his Father to prepare and safeguard us for the mission we have been entrusted with on earth. I have given them your word, and the world has hated them, for they are not of the world any more than I am of the world. My prayer is not that you take them out of the world, but that you protect them from the evil one. They are not of the world, even as I am not of it. Sanctify them by the truth. Your word is truth. As you sent me into the world, I have sent them into the world. John chapter 17, verse 14 through 18. God's intention is for the earth to be saturated with his glory. And for that to come to fruition, it must be populated with his children, his heirs, and his citizens of his kingdom, who have infused the earth with their influence and manifested his ethos. The earth belongs to the Lord, and through his power, his children will reclaim it. Jesus prays not for their deliverance, but for their protection against the influence and assaults of the evil one, Satan, the pretender, who will not passively relinquish his dominion to this incursion of heaven into his realm. As citizens of the kingdom, we reside in the world, but are not defined by it. Our true home lies elsewhere. We inhabit one culture, but are affiliated with another culture that should make us stand out distinctly in the world. One reason why the Church of Christ has not had a more significant impact on the world is because too many kingdom citizens have assimilated and conformed to the culture of the world instead of upholding the culture of our homeland government. We have neglected our gardens and allowed them to become overrun with weeds. There are two distinct categories of people in the world. That's it. Those who are the offspring of the kingdom of heaven and those who are not. Jesus himself made this distinction evident in a parable about a farmer who sowed good seed in his field. During the night, an adversary came and sowed weeds among the wheat. It went unnoticed until both wheat and weeds sprouted together. The farmer instructed his workers not to uproot the weeds for fear of uprooting the wheat as well. Instead, both were allowed to grow until harvest time, when the weeds were gathered and burned while the wheat was stored in the granary. Matthew chapter 13, verse 24 through 30. When Jesus' disciples inquired about the meaning of the story, Jesus said, "The one who sowed the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world, and the good seed stands for the sons of the kingdom. The weeds are the sons of the evil one, and the enemy is the one who sows these seeds. The harvest is the end of the age, and the harvesters are the angels. As the weeds are pulled up and burned in the fire, so it will be at the end of the age. The Son of Man will send out his angels, and they will weed out of his kingdom everything that causes sin and all who do evil. They will throw them into the fiery furnace, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Then the righteous will shine like the sun in the kingdom of their Father." Matthew chapter 13, verse 37 through 43. Similar to many of his other teachings, Jesus utilized a garden analogy to illustrate the kingdom of heaven. And while the primary significance of the story pertains to the culmination of this current era, one aspect that is abundantly clear is the existence of two disparate cultures in the world: kingdom culture and the culture of the evil one, the pretender, Satan. Just as wheat and weeds are easily distinguishable, so too is kingdom culture discernible from worldly culture. Our lives should unequivocally demonstrate under which culture we operate. As citizens of the kingdom of heaven, the culture of the world is not our culture. If we permit the weeds of the world to infiltrate our gardens, it won't be long before the distinction is lost.